Hello and a warm welcome to Conny Decorates today. And of course with heart and passion. With heart and passion, I've got the camera here. That's right. All the furry friends are around us. Sophie is at my feet and we're making ourselves comfortable right now. And we've just finished making this beautiful bowl, dear ones. And if you want to know how this truly natural showpiece works, stay tuned because we're going to show you now. And these are the things we'll need today for our vase decoration. And today I actually have a little mix. You know, I've used these before. I have these latex tulips and I actually still have some left from the little bellies. I also have a bit of artificial and a bit of fern. We don't have any in the garden at the moment, or it's snowed in so heavily. So unfortunately I can't use any fresh fern. I'm a bit sad about that, but I got some moss from the florist. I can work that in really well today, and I have pots and everything else I need. The crocuses, this hyacinth bulb is a bit damaged here, so I'll just remove that right away. So I still have a few snail shells here, but I'd say let's get started. First of all, I'll take the moss I have and place it in my vase. Just put it in already. Just like that, because I want it to be nicely visible on the outside, beautifully and naturally decorated along the sides. And the moss, of course, is fantastic. Of course, you can also use wood chips or even soil. In any case, soil is also fantastic, of course. But I have acquired this specific material now, so I thought I would just incorporate it into my project today. So then I will start by carefully and neatly lining the entire outside with it. And I also have these dried lichens here. I just add those as well now. They're really dry, but once they're outside, they'll become wonderfully soft again. And now I have a few leftovers here, and I'd like to use those on the outside. So from the outside, I'll just tuck them into the edge and press them in a bit to shape them. And then I'll show you. Now we really have a great mix of moss and lichens here. Take a look at what you have. You can also put wood chips on the sides here now. A mixing bowl like the one I have, I would just place right here in the middle. I actually think that's really cool, especially since all these bulb flowers are mixed together. And now for the outside, you can either use soil. Alternatively, as I am doing now with my moss, you can just fill the gaps with it a bit. Then I have my fern here, and I am going to cut off a few branches, or rather, I will just be removing a few of these leaves to finish the look. And you can also easily stick those into the sides here. Then I'll just lift this up a little bit. Okay, that was the wrong side. I'd like to work the right side in a bit here. Of course, real would be better or more authentic. Real ferns would be even greater, but I think this way works too. The mix looks really nice, and here too I'm adding a bit of fern everywhere. You can also add them up here as well. There she is, she's hungry. It's our mealtime right now, but she'll have to wait just a little moment. Sophie and Charlotte are also waiting here, but soon. Once we're done, of course, we'll get started, and I'm adding these in nicely everywhere as well, which will give us wonderful height. You can also stick them in beautifully here between the bulb flowers. Here are my tulips. You can, of course, also use real tulips, which is always very, very beautiful. But this way, of course, it lasts a bit longer. And I would just place these in here as well, making sure to push the stem all the way down so you can see it nicely, even in the glass. I'll just turn it a little bit again. across the vast and deep blue ocean. If only it would finally lead me to rest upon your distant shore. I have some small grape hyacinths here, and I just removed the soil from them. And now I'm going to place them in here as well, tucking them in everywhere in between, and also towards the outside, which I think looks really nice. Especially with the root system, it's great when you can always see it. And I'll also place them here on the side. Maybe you can see it here, just right on top. And I have some pussy willow branches, which of course are perfect for spring and fit in wonderfully. And they also add some fantastic height, and of course they dry really well too. That is really absolutely fantastic, especially for such a beautiful and natural decoration. And I am just going to carefully add them in here as well to complete the look. Add them in. And finally, our little snail shells, which we use again and again. And yes, they're also super sustainable. And color-wise, they also match the pussy willows perfectly, so I'll add them in here as well, and we're done. Our new table decoration is finished. Just a few things stuck in, some bulb flowers, a bit of artificial mix. And if you look at the sides, I find it especially charming when you can see the different natural materials. I can turn it around again. I think that's just fantastic. Take a look at what kind of vase or container you have, because it's always really worth it, honestly, dear ones. Of course, we really hope we were able to inspire you. And if you're up for an awesome 6.5-hour workshop straight through and would even like to hang out here privately with Micha and me in the evening afterwards, then feel free to sign up. Below this video, you'll find the link to our website, and there you'll get all the info about the day workshop. Exactly, Nicole is also super excited already. Of course, there will be food, and it's definitely going to be a fantastic day. I would be happy if you signed up. And as I said, there are rooms available too. In the last video, we already showed you a bit of that, and it's really, really beautiful there. So, dear ones, we appreciate every comment and, of course, a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to us yet, please feel free to do so. I wish you, yes, wonderful days. Stay healthy. Yours, Conny, and exactly, dear ones. See you then. Bye.